I especially appreciate the part of Rachel Wilson on Joe Rogan's podcast the other day where they go into sex magic. Like, these bitches are crazy. They want a culture of death. Like, you think you're just an ordinary person, but if you have love in your heart, and especially if you're a follower of Christ, they don't want you to procreate. They don't want you to be happy. It's like a whole spiritual blanket. They might not know you personally, maybe they do, but these people do whack stuff with sex magic to make sure that, like, you're alone, you're isolated. And isn't that a good thing for us to recognize that there are people out there who are doing, and they say, with the Crowley magic and all of the sex magic and the degenerate magic, they say that the most degenerate thing that they can do is the most powerful. So these absolute freaking sexual degenerates are doing disgusting stuff because they're hoping that you won't breed. They're hoping that your boyfriend will like cheat on you with some GD Jezebel creep. That's what they want. They don't want humans to procreate. They want their degenerate culture of death and debauchery to continue. And you can't think that this isn't coming to your household, especially as an ordinary seeming person. It is, and I've witnessed it first frickin' hand, dude. I dated a dude who was like English like me, and we were talking about having a kid, and some person at the table got up and was like, "You can't have a kid. Your kid would be a Nazi." And it was so weird because it was so emotionally charged, and we were just like, who, like, what do you say to that? It was the weirdest thing ever. But I realized these people don't want like white people to breed with each other. They don't want humans to breed with each other. So what happens is, if you have a covenant with the Antichrist as a female, you covet any man above Christ, you're wrapped into that curse. And then on the subsequent end, if men have any kind of covenant with the Antichrist where they accept validation instead of love from their reciprocal potential wife, they accept the covenant. So the curse is created when one or both parties are not evenly yoked to Christ, then they have permission to do degenerate acts and wish that you do not prosper. This stuff is so real. And I know it firsthand. I've known it like since 2019. I think I like figured it out. But when I look back, I'm like, this stuff's been going on since I was 20, maybe even 17. It was like, yeah, like even when I was like younger, it was like you'd get a boyfriend and then some weird chick would come around and be like, show him her tits, and then the rest is history. Like, because men can't be that stupid, right? They can't have a covenant with the Antichrist. And like, same thing with women. It's like, if you covet your boyfriend above God, then like you create a covenant with the Antichrist. And then like there's like some spiritual permission that these creepy people are like interested in putting power into, that like you just get bad fortune. And this is why Christianity, not Christianity as a religion, but a relationship with Jesus Christ, like the only principality that beats everything, like I beat the legal system under Christ, and I'll beat relationship shit under Christ. I'll beat everything under Christ. It's like the victory, it's already a defeated foe if you would step into it, into obedience with God. Don't covet relationships above God. Don't, because these people have a legal authority to just do debaucherous whack sex magic and like continue their communist and like feminist agenda. That's it. And like, you think all these thoughts in your head are your own. They're not. They're not your own. If you are not a follower of Christ, if you don't accept the covenant of Christ, died on that cross for your sin nature, and you don't accept that, then you now have a covenant with the devil. And these people are absolutely interested in ruining everything in God's will if you covet anything above Christ. So, this is not for everybody, but it's for a lot of people who are wondering, what the hell is wrong with men and women? What's wrong with men and women, human men and women, is, or people who are not quite mature in the faith, is they don't recognize that you absolutely have to accept that covenant. If you don't want your relationship effed with on both ends, you have to accept that covenant. Both of you. Otherwise, some whisper's gonna get in their ear, some weird whack-ass people on like the other side of the world, dude. We're talking Middle East. We're talking nations who hate America and Americans. They're over there doing debaucherous crap, hoping that their magic is making it to where you can't thrive, survive, or be happy. Like, don't you want to be happy? Best of all, be happy. Come to Christ, dude. Like, seriously. Like, buy that ticket. I would buy that ticket with my entire life, and that's all it costs, is your entire life, which is worth nothing if you don't buy it. Isn't that the irony? It's worth nothing if you don't buy it. If you buy it, it's worth a lot, and you can do a lot. But if you don't buy it, it's worth nothing. Does that make sense? I hope it does.